Well, a historic country schoolhouse made its final journey to becoming a permanent piece of history. The Moen School in Polk County was moved to its new home at the Heritage Center in Fosston today. Jamil Donith was there for the entire school trip and tells us the history of this beloved school and the memories forever ingrained in the community.
These students have just been told that there will be no lessons today.
Good morning to you, students.
You may notice these students are a bit older than most and their school is a little rough around the edges. But on this special occasion, school is back in session and everyone is feeling rather childish.
Go take your seat. I do have my ruler, Irving.
Teachers, students, and old friends of the Moen School traveled across town or across states to attend one last class at the country school before its big send-off.
Oh, the first swing didn't quite do it. There we go.
After the second attempt, Carol Wold, one of the two surviving school teachers at Moen, christened the school by breaking a champagne bottle on the side of the building.
And it served its purpose well.
At the age of 19, she taught 1st to 8th graders for 2 years from 1945 to 1946. And she did it all in one tiny classroom with no heat or water.
There was no electricity because the REA had not come through yet. And there was 2 cloakrooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. And we had to carry water to the school.
Built in 1907, the Moen School served as an education center and a community gathering place until its close in 1958. And now it's opening again as a living museum that will bring back those cherished memories of country school days.
You were sitting back at your desk and you were supposed to be doing seat work. Well, if you got your seat work done, then you either misbehaved or you looked out the window and drew pictures of clouds.
Ozzie Tollefson has had many memories as a student at Moen for 8 years, from 1942 to 1950. But for him, country schools like Moen are an important part of early American education that is nearly extinct.
The sad thing about it is that these buildings are disappearing. They've gone to ruin, they've been torn down, they've been used for farm buildings, they've had animals in some of these buildings.
The Moen School is one of about 85 that used to reside in the Polk County area, and now it's one of the few that still remain, and probably one of the only that will be turned into a historic landmark. When the East Polk Heritage Center was offered the school, Secretary Judy Newton was more than excited to have the opportunity to show an important piece of history to future generations.
I thought, you know, this is just something that we can't pass up. We have got to have that school.
And the excitement reached as far and wide as the schoolhouse on wheels, as one fellow country school student came from Fargo just to catch a glimpse of the familiar structure.
It really brings back memories of the country school days.
While the event was filled with good cheer, it's no easy task trucking a schoolhouse through country roads, highways, and small town streets. After about 4 hours of tugging and adjusting, the workers of Moeller Movers reached the school's final destination safely. But the job is far from over.
I think we got 2 days into this building here. We'll probably have one more day. We should have to sit down a foundation.
So even though the school isn't quite snuggled into its new home just yet, everyone is happy they got to share their country school days together just one more time. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donith, Lakeland News.
And the East Polk Heritage Center is asking anyone who has pictures of Moen School teachers or other photos of country schools in the area to mail them to them at their address, P.O. Box 4, Fosston, Minnesota 56542. It will take a couple of days to completely move the school onto its new foundation.